The wait is finally over. I just saw the sequel to Dune. It's been a long time coming, but Denis Villeneuve put together another science fiction epic for us. Part 1 was almost entirely set up, so it will be interesting to see if this film falls into one of two categories. Dune Part 2 will either feel like a satisfying, well-balanced sequel, or a 2.5-hour climax that gets boring after about 15 minutes. Battle of the Five Armies? I'm looking at you.
Fuck you and your family, bitch!
Here we go. Dune Part 2. Dune Part 2 follows Paul Atreides shortly after the events of the first film. He's still hanging out with the Fremen in the desert, while on the run from House Harkonnen. While living and training with the Fremen, Paul starts to have disturbing visions that may or may not come true if he decides to pursue revenge on his father's killers. Amid the events of the main plot line, we still have our star-studded cast, playing the most profound political schemers the universe has ever seen. That's all the setup I want to give you, because I can summarize the review with this. Go see Dune Part 2 in theaters. It's one of the best cinematic experiences I've ever had, and I believe we're witnessing the genesis of a phenomenon. When everything is said and done, we'll be looking at a set of movies on the same level as the original Star Wars trilogy or Lord of the Rings. It's that good, folks. If you need me to sell it more, stick around, but you should already be buying your ticket.
Do it! Do it! Do it now!
First and foremost, the visuals are stunning. Every frame in Dune Part 2 is a work of art. The colors, the saturation, the costumes, the sets, everything is perfect, which allows the audience to slip into this world like a warm bath. I sat mesmerized for over 2.5 hours, but I couldn't tell on account of the pacing. It was spectacular. The runtime felt like 45 minutes. Truly a masterclass in editing, cinematography, and effects. But what can be said of the acting?
Oh, that's gonna be good. Oh, that's gonna be good.
Timothée Chalamet continues to play the complicated role of Paul perfectly, but the supporting cast also impressed me. Javier Bardem, Josh Brolin, Rebecca Ferguson, and many more bring so much to this film. But the standout for me was Zendaya. I'm going to be honest, I've missed a lot of her work over the years. I wasn't aware of her talent as an actress. The character of Chari demands a lot of emotional nuance and charm that most actors would have trouble portraying, but she does it with no problem.
Yes, Queen Slay!
I want to point out how good the narrative is. Most mainstream movies have a binary good and evil story for their audiences. That's become a bit tired in recent years. The older I get, the more I realize no one is 100% evil or 100% good. I can sense some nervousness when I say that. Is this guy about to go full Kanye on us?
There's a lot of things that I love about Hitler.
No, I'm not saying we need to love everyone. Actions can make an individual irredeemable, even if they've put some good in the world. But what I'm trying to say is, stories told in this way are far more interesting. Even with Paul being our main character, I found myself questioning his motives, and that feeling wasn't exclusive to him. I felt that way about 99% of the cast. I couldn't predict anyone's goals, forcing me to sit back and enjoy the ride. I can't think of a more positive thing to say about the film.
It's just good business.
The only reservation I have is I wish I got some more time with some of the characters. Austin Butler, Christopher Walken, and Florence Pugh all played fascinating people, but I didn't feel like I got enough information about them. Does this complaint spoil what is otherwise a masterpiece? No, this is one of the best films we've got in decades. So see it. That's it for me. And as always, thank you for your time.